Welcome, everybody, to Lakers Talk with Gerald, episode 134. Yes, everybody, I've been gone for a while. You know, we haven't done this episode in a little bit, but we are back now to talk all things Lakers. And what better to start off with than all the acquisitions that we got in the offseason. We got Russell Westbrook on our team. Never thought that was going to happen. Didn't see it coming. Didn't hear any rumors. Didn't know anything about it. But we now have Russell Westbrook, who is, I believe, a 7-time All-Star, Mr. Triple-Double. Now we have a legit super team, quote-unquote. We have 3 guys that are all All-Stars, and we got 3 guys that we know what they can do. That's something we didn't have. We had 2 guys. We had LeBron James, and we had Anthony Davis, and we knew they were All-Stars. We knew we can count on them, but we were hoping it was going to be Kyle Kuzma was going to be that third scorer, but he wasn't consistent. He never emerged as that person. We gave him a good 3 to 4 years, and he didn't prove to be that consistent third scorer. So it was time to move on. We appreciate Kyle Kuzma, and I appreciate him for all his efforts, helping us get that chip and just being that good player and putting his all into it. But it's time for him to now spread his wings and fly and emerge as a butterfly on another team where he can get all the looks he wants. So now we have that legitimate third scorer / star that we can consist on. He can legitimately run a team. That's something that we were missing last year. We didn't have a second guy that could run the offense. It was LeBron James, and after that we kind of sputtered. We didn't play very well without LeBron James on the court, and it showed. So think about it. The years before that, we had Rondo coming off the bench, so he was that floor general when LeBron wasn't on the court. So we had that, for the last so many years. And so last year was the first year that we really didn't have that. And so now we bring in Russell Westbrook, and now he's going to be that guy. So when LeBron goes off the court, I'm hoping they'll just kind of stagger the minutes some kind of way when LeBron rests. Usually LeBron would play like the first 6 minutes or so, then he usually goes to the bench. Anthony Davis usually plays like most of the first quarter. So I'm taking it that's kind of how Russell Westbrook's going to be. LeBron's going to go out maybe the 6-minute mark. Russell Westbrook and Anthony Davis will stay in the game, probably bring in some bench players, and then the offense will continue to just flow. So let's talk about some of the other acquisitions we got. I'm excited about all the acquisitions that we got this year. A lot of people were thinking like, man, how are we going to fill out the roster after getting Russell Westbrook? Because he makes about $44 million a year. So he's going to be the highest paid Laker this year, above LeBron James. So, we're over the cap. So everyone's like, how are we going to fill out the roster? Well, man, Rob Pelinka did it again. Rob Pelinka managed to get a bunch of talent for like cheap. A lot of one mid-level exception, and the rest are just minimums. So Rob did his thing. Man, let's just go down the rundown. We got Carmelo Anthony. I was actually very excited about that one because, man, he's just Mr. Offense off the bench. To me, he fits the role that we were expecting of Kuzma. Somebody can come in and give us buckets. Kyle Kuzma wasn't exactly consistent with that. That's just my opinion. I love the guy. He was, a good guy. But Carmelo Anthony he knows the game. He has proven moves. He knows how to score. He knows how to footwork. He can spot up. He was 41% from the 3 last year. Spot up shooter. So that's going to be excellent coming off the bench. All right, guys. We also got Dwight Howard back. Super excited about that because last year we didn't have that rim protection that we had the years before when we had Dwight and JaVale McGee. So I'm happy that we got Dwight back. I wish we could have got JaVale McGee back also just to have that double rim protection. That way we don't have to ever worry about not having rim protection in the game. So now Dwight's back and he gives us that energy. I love the energy he gave us when he was on the team last year. He just pumped him up. He was supportive. He gave energy. Energy is big, everybody. I'm the person that I live life like I'm about the energy you give me. If you give me bad energy or you don't give me any energy, that's taken away from my energy. If you're a person that brings energy, that's going to give everybody else energy too. That's going to create excitement. That's going to create like a level of like camaraderie with the team and bonding and that kind of stuff, So that's what Dwight Howard brings back to this team, and I'm excited for that. That's something that I don't feel that we quite had last year. So I'm Dwight Howard back. The rest of the guys we got Trevor Ariza. We picked up Kent Bazemore. we end up getting Wayne Ellington, a shooter. We re-signed Talen Horton-Tucker. I believe he got a 3-year deal or something like that, about $11 million a year, give or take. We also picked up a couple of the ones that stunned people, because at that point everybody was saying, oh man, you guys got an old team, all these people above 30, LeBron James, Wayne Ellington, Ken Bazemore, Trevor Ariza, Carmelo Anthony, Russell Westbrook. Everybody, you got an old team. And then all of a sudden we signed Malik Monk and Kendrick Nunn, and everybody's like, what the heck? What are you guys doing? How the hell are you guys getting these guys? Oh man, because we signed Kendrick Nunn signed a 2-year deal for, I believe, the mid-level exception. And Malik Monk, we got him to sign a minimum deal, a 23-year-old guy. I believe Kendrick Nunn is 25 or 26. So both of these guys are young guys. So now we have veterans. We have guys like LeBron, all these guys, Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard, guys that's been there, done that, know how to play. And we got some young, nice guards that know how to play. As I mentioned, Kendrick Nunn's about 25, 26. And Malik Monk is 23. Kendrick Nunn is 6'2". Malik Monk is 6'3". So both of these guys are guards. Both of these guys can score the basket from what I've seen and from what I've heard. And so, I don't know how well neither one of them are playmaker-wise, but at least both of them can score the basket on their own. And they're pretty quick. They can get to the basket. They can score. They can dunk. That's pretty damn good. So, loving the roster. The only thing I think we may be missing is maybe one more center. I mean, we have Marc Gasol right now, but rumor is we don't know if he's word was that he was coming back to play out his contract, but I'm starting to hear rumors that he may not. So we don't know. But if as it stands, we would have Marc Gasol and Dwight Howard, and then of course whenever we go small ball, we can play AD at the 5. But I would like maybe one more athletic big, even if it's a young guy. That would be great, in my opinion, to have just in case. Because, let's say Dwight Howard is in foul trouble. AD don't want to play the whole game at 5. We need maybe one more rim protector. That would be great, because Marc Gasol is not that. He's a good kind of, play good defense type of guy, go up straight type of guy, that kind of stuff. But he's not scaring another team. They're going to go hard at the basket when he's in there. And we need some fear from the other team that they're going to get blocked. We need somebody that can change their shots at the rim, that kind of stuff. That's what I like, and that's what I think we need. That gives us another level. But all in all, I really do like the team makeup for the most part. A lot of people are saying, okay, how is Russell Westbrook going to play with LeBron James? How's that going to fit? Because we do know that Russell Westbrook usually has the ball in his hand a lot. And usually LeBron James runs the offense and he has the ball in his hands a lot. And so how are we going to make that work? I believe it's going to work. Think about it. Dennis Schroeder, last year, we were trying to make that work, where LeBron would kind of take the ball up the court sometimes, and then he'd give the ball to Dennis Schroeder some of the times. And I don't think Dennis Schroeder was the greatest creator or offense initiator. I don't think he was that good at it at all, to be honest. So I kind of see Russell Westbrook as a hyped up version of what we were trying to do last year. The difference is we know when we give the ball to Russell Westbrook, he can make things happen. So LeBron can take a rest. LeBron is about to be 37 years old in his 19th NBA season. We don't want to put all that demand and all that stress on LeBron James to bring the ball up every time and run the offense. This time, we can give the ball to Russell Westbrook. We know he can bring up. LeBron can move around. They can run plays. Man, with a dynamic, fast Russell Westbrook, running down the court, people can converge on him. You got LeBron James. You got Anthony Davis. You're going to have shooters. Carmelo Anthony maybe sitting in a corner. Maybe Wayne Ellington sitting in a corner, knocking down threes. I mean, Dwight Howard for lobs. Man, this is AD for lobs. This is going to LeBron James for lobs. My goodness, it's going to be showtime back in the Staples Center. I'm going to be so excited. Tickets are going to be out there. The tickets are just crazy already, everybody. I went to go look up some tickets just for a game, and they're all just super crazy. I don't know if I'm going to make it to any games this year. We're going to see what's going to happen. Don't know. But it's going to be exciting. Like I said, I'm looking forward to it. A few other things to make note of this year is, or currently, is that the Lakers have 3 roster spots that remain. And not quite sure who we're going to get for those 3 roster spots. For a long time, the rumor was we were trying to get Buddy Hield, and we were trying to do this trade and thinking he was included in that big trade with all those teams, but nothing has emerged from that, and it looks like that's not going to happen. So we have 3 spots available for the minimum. So I hope we can pick up a couple other guys, maybe pick up another wing, maybe pick up another center, maybe pick up another guard. That's my thoughts, and I think we'd be good from there. As I mentioned, for that center, I would like in some type of athletic, young rim protector type stuff. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Let's talk about Carmelo Anthony, which I already did a little bit, but I feel that's going to bring a lot of respect that we have on this team. We already got respect when we play other teams because people respect and know LeBron James, what he brings to the table. They respect Anthony Davis. They respect Russell Westbrook. They also respect Carmelo Anthony. And then we also got Dwight Howard just to throw in there on top. So we got so much ex-All-Star power and Hall of Fame power that's going to be on this team. So I think we got enough to where we're deep enough to where we can play during the regular season. We got young legs and we got veteran legs. And I think we're going to be good. I think we're going to be great. I think come playoff time, it's going to be hard to deal with us, really, as long as we are healthy. All right, let's talk about Coach got an extension on his contract. So that's good because he was going into the season as the last year on his contract. And so now he has an extension. I don't know all the details of that extension, but that's good for him. So now he has some job security. He doesn't have to be thinking about how well he's doing and thinking about the next year. So now it allows him to just be free and concentrate and try to do his best with his staff. Other news, we did lose some of our staff. Everyone knows, if you don't know, Jason Kidd agreed to become the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks. And he took a little bit of our, the people he had with him, or that was our coaches or assistant coaches with him. And so he's no longer going to be on our staff. We also, rumor is today, that Jared Dudley, they're at the Dallas Mavericks, are trying to bring him on as an assistant coach. So, okay, that hasn't been finished yet or finalized, but if that happens, that'll be interesting. Congratulations to Jared Dudley. If that happens, that means he would officially be retiring from the league and start his coaching career or assistant coaching career. So that's pretty exciting for him because before he kind of was a player coach on the bench, didn't really play a whole lot. He was there for locker room morale and support, and kind of help coaching the team within the locker room. So everybody, I think I'm going to keep this one short. Once again, Lakers Talk with Gerald, episode 134. Man, looking forward to the start of the season. Can't wait for another 45 or so days until at least a preseason game so we can see how these pieces match together. It's going to be super exciting. All right, everybody. One other note, too. I'm going to be actually starting Patreon here shortly. Just to, if anyone wants to participate or help add on to my podcast, I'm trying to make it grow, basically. Trying to grow it, get a team, get a staff, get it out there, get interviews with high-end NBA people or players or associates, things like that. So Patreon, anything you guys can offer or add or donate would be greatly appreciated. Again, that's coming sometime soon. Also, keep on the lookout for products, hats, shirts, things like that. All right, everybody, that's going to do it. Lakers Talk with Gerald, episode 134, and I am officially